Is everything okay?
Yes, I'm trying to get the fucking television working.
What's wrong?
Wait a minute. Well, it had closed captions, and I hate that, Ricky. Oh, Ricky. Oh, I think it's off. If it isn't off, I'm going to scream. No, it isn't. Oh. All right, yes, what do you want?
Hello, my TYSO goblins. Hello, my Glassman boppers. It's Rick Glassman. And to my middle school special ed teacher who said I would never make it doing a podcast for 6 months, now you could sit inside of a blue-taped desk box without putting your foot out because you could get fucked. Take Your Shoes Off has gone for 6 months, and for a special episode, we have Grandma Gloria on.
I don't know why it just... Wait a minute. It just doesn't seem to be working, honey. Oh, shit.
Yeah, try menu and see.
All right, and then go away.
You may know Grandma Gloria from the Rich Eisen podcast.
Grandma Gloria Glassman next on the Rich Eisen Show.
And when you press right, what happens? Don't push anything else.
It makes like a square around channel. No, it goes recently watched.
Then try the down arrow. She came in, she refused to take her shoes off, and I was perfectly fine with it. This was a special episode because we also have, you know what, I'm not going to tell you. I'm going to let you join along for the ride. I want you guys to click subscribe. And when you press subscribe, I also want you to click the bell so you get the notifications. I want you to press like. If you're listening to this and not watching on YouTube, I don't know if you're truly going to understand what's going on. There's some stuff happening that, I don't know, I think you need to watch. For this one, why don't you pop on over to rickglassman.com or youtube.com/rickglassman. Watch the video version of it. Hello?
I got it.
You got it.
You know what? All you had to do is press the big button option.
All this time, all we had to do was press options off.
How do you like me, Ricky?
I love you.
I love you.
Grandma, will you do me a favor?
Yeah.
Will you take your shoes off?
I got my shoes off.
Grandma, scoot do, bubbity blue.
Love you, Z-Slaven.
Love you. Scoot do.
All
I
right.
love you too. Bye-bye.
All right, sweetheart. Bye-bye.
Yes, please.
My shoes too?
Unless you want to leave them on as a special guest.
Yes.
All right.
Where do you want me?
I'm going to have you right here. There you go. Nice to see you. How are you?
Oh.
Okay, there we go. There you go. That's a nice hug. That's a nice warm hug.
Scoot doo, blabbity blue, scoot dee. Oh yeah.
Okay.
What's the dollars for?
Oh, I just have a little mini bar set up. Do you want a drink?
Nope.
Well, Grandma, I do.
Barkeep.
Glass of water.
Glass of water. You got it.
Please.
Sure.
You want to say barkeep?
Yes.
Oh my God. You've got to be fucking crazy.
Danny's gonna be tending bar for us today.
Oh, come on.
Danny, take your shoes off, even though Grandma is not.
Oh, does your father know?
You know what? I don't know.
Those fucking Browns.
Right?
Look at him. Oh, you got to take a picture of him.
Yeah, I'll get a picture.
Those fucking Browns. That's why we need a drink.
Oh my God.
So, Grandma, we got.
I
Pardon
don't
me,
want
one second,
anything
Danny.
yet to drink.
We got martinis, Manhattans.
I had a stomachache. Not yet. I will.
Can I get you something to eat?
Can I hear?
Let's do this. How's this? You don't even need to look at it. That should be good. How do you feel? Does it feel all right?
Yeah, it feels fine.
All right, let me look.
I think.
Yeah, looks good. Well, Dan LaBoom, I'll have a vodka soda. Thank you. Isn't this nice?
Oh, this is lovely.
The podcast is doing a little bit better now, so I got a little bar and I'm gonna have drinks for it.
I love the picture of. Wait till Lauren sees him. Ah, I can't believe this. Oh, your father was here. He died.
What'd you say?
I said, his father was here.
He would die?
No, he would laugh. Get a kick out of it.
Oh, Grandma, thanks for coming. I've been wanting you to get on this podcast for a while.
Your old grandma?
Yeah. How old are you today? 95?
No, reverse it.
59?
Yeah, sure.
Is night? Grandma.
Yes,
Let me just
sir.
tell you where I am, okay?
Yes.
I'm doing this podcast, as you know. I'm sure you've watched them all?
I've watched some of them.
Which one? Oh, thank you.
I never knew you drank.
Do you have a dollar on you?
In my purse.
Yeah, thank you. One sec.
Get my purse. Oh, Danny, you look so cute. Oh,
Grandma, I got dirty martinis and I got Manhattans on
all right,
on deck
wait.
for
I
you.
will in a minute.
Yeah, no worries.
I got a tummy.
Thank you.
You got a tummy.
Do you want anything? Do you want Tums or a
No,
Prilosec?
nothing. I'm fine now. Just
Piece of
I
bread?
will. No. What do
I
you
want you to be.
Here's your dollar.
Thank you.
Are you in good health?
Using good health. Gay isn't your right, my kin.
That's a good T-shirt. Say that again. Gay gesund, right, my kin?
That means, I don't know, means something.
You don't know what it means?
Gay isn't your right, my kin. Means, go, my kid, be good. In Yiddish.
Grandma, we have I want to show people who don't know who you are how famous you are. And I want to put up a clip of your introduction on the Rich Eisen Show.
You may do that.
I love this bit so much.
He's a great radio host. The best ever. I love him. I do. Iris wanted to know how she could see this.
Do you want me to send it to Iris?
No, she has that. I mean, she wants to know how she can watch the podcast.
Oh, well, she could check it out at rickglassman.com or youtube.com/Rick Glassman. We're also on iTunes, Spotify, and anywhere you could find a podcast. And I'll send that clip to Iris.
93 years old. I hope she can find it.
Is that short for mahjong?
Delicious thing.
For the tiles? It's not long for it.
So, Grandma, you are a huge fan of Rich Eisen, right?
Oh, very much so.
The way the story goes,
Great host. The best host in the country.
well,
He is a great sports host.
he's good.
Yeah.
So I first went on the Rich Eisen Show to promote Undateable.
Right.
And on my drive over there, Danny texted me. And he said that they're playing your Browns football stories on Instagram on the Rich Eisen Show in preparation for me. And she's killing. And I thought, oh, great. Maybe Grandma could do this for me because I don't know anything. We called you at work. Excuse me. We called you. I'm sorry.
Sorry.
Usually I have comedians in here, and I forget that I need to treat you like.
That's all right. That's all right. Look at him.
Grandma, I'm hot right now. I'm nervous with you.
Oh.
I am. I'm nervous because
When are you going to shave?
When the Browns won the Super Bowl.
Oh, well. Might be 15 years from now. Yes.
so the podcast is starting to do well, and I've been making a little money on some advertising sales, and I kind of overextended myself on this bar. It was very expensive, and now you don't even want to drink because your stomach hurts.
Well, no.
I don't want to peer pressure you. It's just I had to find a way.
Meantime, where'd you get the martini glasses? I can never find them.
I got the martini glasses at Bed Bath & Beyond, sponsored by Bed Bath & Beyond, because I'm actually going to be returning everything I bought to them tomorrow.
Those are great. I might take one for Lauren's house.
Well, I'm going to... yeah, she could have them.
One.
Yeah,
For
great.
me.
Well, it's a set of 4, so...
Yeah, oh, no.
But I'll be happy. I got 20% off coupons. Grams,
Yes, darling.
I'm posting... I'm going to post about this, that I have this little bar. Maybe we could get some people to sponsor it or...
How about a liquor place? A liquor company.
Grandma, will you say, welcome to Take Your Shoes Off podcast? Stop on in for a drink?
Hey, welcome to Shoes Off Podcast. Come in for a lovely drink served by Mr. Daniel.
It's good. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I'm going to post that now, and maybe we could get some bites. All right, Grandma.
Yes, Richard.
So I want to get into the hard-hitting stuff.
All right, let's go. What do you want to talk? Browns?
No, I want to talk about the real stuff.
Okay, Mike.
For a long time,
Yes, tell me.
the family has made jokes, and they're funny jokes, but we all know there's some truth to it,
Oh, yes.
and that is the order of your favorite grandchildren.
Oh, stop now.
Now, We've
Wait, I have another one coming.
a great grandchild,
Yeah.
Ariel's.
Yes.
The top order doesn't matter. It's usually Miranda and Ari. They switch every now and then. Then there's Matt, and I don't know where Annabella is anymore, to be honest
Well,
with you.
Annabelle's mixed, man. What do you mean? You're all the same.
Right, we're all the same. But we all agree on one thing, no matter where anybody is, Danny is at the bottom.
Oh, I don't think so.
Really not?
He's my CC Tushy.
Danny said that since he moved to Los Angeles,
Yes.
that he feels that his stock has gone up a little.
Oh, absolutely.
Why is that?
He's a sweet little boy. I miss him. I miss him at home because I don't have anybody to talk to during the holidays and to the Browns games. I have nobody to, other than his father, who's always so, they're bad, they're this, they're that.
Uncle Bob, and I feel like I'm in good company to talk about this. Do you know what Uncle Bob does for a living? Your youngest son.
Yes.
What does he do?
He puts communications into nursing homes and to little hospitals and schools.
What do you mean little hospitals?
I mean hospitals, schools, nursing homes.
Little, not the big hospitals.
No, he doesn't good.
He does. What does that mean, putting communications in?
He does sets them up with computers, shows the elderly people how to work computers and everything. He has
Is that true, Danny? Here's a little information for you guys at home. About 5 years ago, I asked out loud at a Thanksgiving dinner when all the family was there, Uncle Bob, what do you do for a living? And everybody started to laugh because I didn't know this. Nobody knew what he did. Everybody was on that same page. For a little context, I want to tell you his shout out actually to his Twitter, Return on Net. And his Twitter bio is Economic Development and Client Advocate of Internet Bandwidth and Fixed Voice Communications. Is this a good podcast? I mean, I brought you on here because you're one of the funniest people I've ever met in my life.
Oh, you motherfucker, why do you run? You asshole, why did they run it?
You make me laugh so hard. You also bought me Kevin Garnett's, Tracy McGrady's, and the Virtual Boy.
But I'm also your only grandmother now.
I know the rest are dead. Grandma, all my grandparents are dead.
I know.
That's crazy. You're the last one.
You better be here. I better be here for a little while.
I mean, I would love for you to last at least for when this comes out. It takes a while to edit.
I keep drinking the vodka and the Manhattans. I'll be fine.
Grandma, all your friends are young. Like
Very
my
young.
age.
Some of them are even younger.
What is that? Why is it that you think you found your niche?
Because working with young people, wonderful people, Molly, Savan, Maria, Hallie, Lorraine, Julie, they're all my friends. They're all one. I love them all. Did I leave anybody out? No.
And you met them all working?
All working. Oh, Rachel.
So tell me their names again.
Molly, Hallie, Maria, Savan, Stacy, Lorraine, Julie,
And Rachel.
and Rachel.
Don't forget Rachel.
No.
Do any of them follow me on Instagram?
Molly for sure. Molly did. I don't. Savan too. I think Savan might. Yeah.
That's a big follow.
Grandma,
Yes, Darlene.
whenever you and I are together,
Yeah. Yes.
I feel like
What,
you know what?
Rick?
I'm gonna stop my instinct. I was gonna just do a silly joke on you, and I realized I knew my audience.
Okay.
I was gonna do something. I'm actually really proud of myself right now. I
Very
was gonna
good.
go into a huge bit, and it would not have worked.
No. I love when your grandfather took you in the car one day. He babysat you, and he took you, a young son. Where were you, 3 years old, 2 years old?
I don't remember that story.
You didn't have he didn't put you in a car seat or anything because he didn't believe in anything, and he let you go from the front to the back.
What do you mean you didn't believe in it?
He never wanted to put a car seatbelt on until your Aunt Lauren said to him, "Either you put a seatbelt on or I'm not going in the car."
Oh,
Up
that's
till
nice.
maybe 2 years before he died, he never didn't want to put a seatbelt on. He didn't believe whatever you believed in. He believed in the opposite.
Grandpa Ben was he passed before I started doing stand up.
Right.
Or right when I
Well,
started.
no, you started because
Yeah.
you were in Akron. We went to see you in Akron.
Right. And before I moved out here, like the first year.
He was an original comedian. Very funny.
the funniest person I'd ever met. He used to.
Not knowing it. Not knowing.
I don't know if I believe that. I mean, I know it was his character, but he had to know he was funny. People are laughing around him.
Yeah, but when he pulled at Beachmont, we were all eating dinner, and where's Grandpa?
Beachmont, the country club.
Yeah, he would go. He went home without even telling us. You remember?
Yeah, I remember. We were. We were at dinner, and he got up to use the bathroom, and then like an hour later,
It wasn't right.
You said, "Where's Poppy?" And then Dad knew, and he called him.
Yeah,
he called the house.
He was home.
and he said, "Hello."
I don't know.
Man, the Christmases at your place with him.
How about Barney too? Tell him about Barney.
Grandma hired Barney to the Purple Dinosaur and his magician friend that I don't think existed on the show
No.
to come and do magic and to dance for us all.
He used to
And
sing. How was the song going?
I love you.
I love you, you love me. We're a happy family with a little bit of this and a little bit of that. I love that song.
Yeah?
And you and Matthew were adorable. You used to follow him around and dance with him.
What do you mean?
You followed him in the house when we did a dance. You too.
What
You were
day?
older. You were older.
When the Purple Dinosaur came?
Yeah. I have pictures of you dancing around, and then Miranda and Annie Belly and Ari was a little infant. They would all follow you around.
That's cute.
It was adorable. That was very cute.
What's the story of
Munkles.
Munkles? Who's Munkles?
Muckles.
Who's Muckles?
Your father said Muckles was my mother's brother.
His actual name was Muckles?
No, his first name was Ben. But somehow they all had nicknames. Every one of my mother's brothers and sisters had nicknames. My mother was Vinegar. My Aunt Seal was Plug.
Why?
I don't know. They were crazy. They were a crazy family.
Okay, so what are we going to suggest about Muckles?
I don't know. He just was a funny character. You didn't think he belonged to the family. He was just funny. There was Louie.
Who's Louie? I don't know any of our family, Grandma.
Well, because they were all dead before you were born.
It sucks that people just die.
Her family died young.
I wanted to talk about Grandpa.
Yes.
I want to talk about how every time we got a present,
Oh, God. I'd say.
and you gave us presents, Grandma.
Well, took us 4 hours to open the Christmas presents. But we had a lot of fun. I took for shoes at every single mall.
Whenever I wanted shoes, I couldn't ask Mom because Mom didn't believe in buying shoes for more than $40. She also didn't want me to ask you because she didn't want me to take advantage. But
I don't care. I
Whenever
love
you
it.
took me out to lunch, you would say, "What do you want?" And I would tell you shoes, and then you'd get them for me.
And then we went to the card place to buy the cards or whatever you saved. Remember?
Oh, the Magic the Gathering
Oh,
cards. Yeah, you used
yeah.
to drive me to Mr. Cards and Comics. Shout out to Mr. Cards and Comics in Northeast Ohio.
Are they still around?
Yeah.
No kidding.
Yeah. I message with the owner every now and then on Facebook talking about our collection still.
You still have some?
Grandma, they're worth a lot of money.
No kidding. I'll cut
Lots
in
of
on you.
money. What'd you say?
I'll cut in on you. No.
No. You
We
won't.
had a lot of fun.
Danny and I laugh all the time that what is it? When she goes, no. When you make a joke, you go, no. Tell me about, what I didn't finish about Grandpa. What I always loved was whenever we got gifts, you would always tell each of us, every gift we open, you'd whisper to us, "Go thank your Poppy."
That's right. Go thank Poppy.
And what did he say every time we said thanks?
What'd I get you?
What'd I get you?
He'd be reading a book or the newspaper. What'd I get you? Okay.
And then you say, "Go thank Poppy," and it's like he knows. Man, when Grandpa was sick, he was home a lot, and he needed something to do. He got into party poker.
Yeah.
That was right when online gambling started. Mm-hmm. And
Thank God for you, though, because you set him up. And
I was working at Dad's store.
Yeah.
Do you remember that?
And he called you once when something wasn't working.
Once.
I know. Ricky, get over here quick. And then he chased Danny out once for something, Danny.
What was that?
He yelled at me. Yeah.
He didn't want you around?
He lost a hand.
Yeah, he lost a hand, yeah.
And I was the first person that was in his eyesight, and he said something like, "What the fuck did I tell you? Stop making noise. Get out of here."
Yeah.
And then he would have me come over, and he would come over to Dad's store once a week
Oh,
for
more.
a refill.
Couple of times a week.
For a refill.
Yeah, because Dad would put on $100 or $200.
On his, yeah.
Yeah. And then he would come in, and then he earned a lot of points because he played so mumuch, and he got me a PSP, and it was free. And I remember I told Dad, we got this for free. He's like, it cost me about $5,000. Because when he would win, he would never cash out. You know, you just keep playing.
Thank God for that, Ricky. That I'll say, because otherwise I don't know what we would have done.
Yeah.
He was a character, a real character.
You guys met when you were 16, 17?
17.
How does that work? It's a different time, but you meet at 17, you got married almost right away.
Got married at 19 and had Lauren at 20.
Got married at 19. How old was he?
8 years older.
Tell me the story of when you and Grandpa met.
I don't know. I met him through a friend of mine's brother.
Who?
They're both dead. Blaine, Lily, and Blaine. nobody would know them. And we started talking base sports. You know, that's my whole existence. And then we went to must have been an all-star game there or some kind of big baseball game because we went that year. And then we started dating. I went to college and I came home and got married.
You went to college for a semester.
6 months, yeah.
And then what happened?
That's all.
What happened at college?
Oh, is something happening at college I don't know about? Danny, do you know something I don't know?
Did you get kicked out?
No, I didn't get kicked out. I was at a fraternity party and we weren't supposed to have liquor, and they had liquor.
You went to Miami, right?
Yeah, University of Miami in Coral Gables. And, well, first I went to Cornell, but I hated it, so me and another girl,
Make her Manhattan.
and another girl, and I took the train to Miami. Before Miami was any kind of they were college, but they used hotels for dormitories. And I got there and I called my father and I says, I'm in Miami. And he says, what the hell are you doing in Miami? He was so mad because he finally got me into Cornell.
And you didn't go? What do you mean?
I went.
What does that mean? He finally got you in? You had to pull some strings?
Yeah.
Are we coming from that family? We're the pulling strings to get into Cornell family, and I didn't know it. What does that mean?
He knew somebody at Cornell, and I wanted to go to hotel school at that time before any owned hotels. And when I got there, before you had to even work in hotels, you had to take home ec. I mean, cooking and all that kind of crap. That wasn't for me. And there were no good-looking boys there. I didn't like it, so I transferred. Not transferred. I just went there.
You met Grandpa. Why Grandpa? Why did you say, yeah, that's the guy?
Because I went. I was still young, and then I came home for spring break, and Poppy gave me an engagement ring, and I never went back.
How did he propose?
I don't know. He was at Grandma's house.
You don't know?
Well, he proposed. He asked me to. He asked.
Get down on a knee?
I don't remember.
I don't picture Grandpa getting down on a knee.
I don't think so.
I don't. That would be a sight to see.
Put a little soda in there if you have it, Ricky or something. I mean, Matthew.
We got, it's Danny.
Danny. I always, you know that. I call him seven. I never get the name straight.
We got some blue cheese stuffed olives for you, too, if you want.
Well, that's for martinis.
Well, that'd be nice.
Well, whatever. Yes.
Grandma, I had a couple of sips of that, and I'm drunk.
I had, you know what I had last night? 2 margaritas.
Oh, we can make margaritas here for you if you'd like.
Grandma, I'm going to put the soda water on the side.
Okay, honey. Thank you. No, I had 2 margaritas last night.
From where?
I was at Lawrence, and she bought tequila, so I made tequila, and she had a wonderful margarita mix. It was delicious. We had that.
Usually, I'm going to cut in. I know you like bourbon, so usually a Manhattan's made with rye whiskey. We bought
all right.
bourbon for you.
Isn't Danny? Look at him, Danny's
handsome.
this little boy, and now look at him. He's a professional, great bartender. He's smart. He's confident. He's got good posture. He knows
Yes, he
about
does.
rye whiskeys. I barely know about rye bread. That's a little joke I do on my podcast. Whenever someone says rye, I go, "How about a little rye bread?"
You're very cute, though.
Thank you.
You look just like your father.
I know.
One face.
I know. He's a handsome boy.
But all 3 of my children are gorgeous.
Yeah, I agree.
And all my grandchildren are gorgeous. They all look alike a little bit. They do.
Yeah,
All of them are very pretty.
yeah.
Good looking.
Grandma, you're a woman of appreciation. You're a woman of family.
Oh, very
You
much.
like the family. Is that a culture you grew up in?
Yep. Yes, always. My mother was always very close to her family. And was close to my father's family was our age.
Right.
I liked my grandma and grandpa. The cousins were annoying, but they were all right.
Iris, though.
No,
you're
Iris is
good
on my
with.
mother's side. She and I were altogether different.
Yeah, you guys are best friends.
Best friends. What I did to Iris when I was a little girl.
Grandma, I got a little mini Manhattan for you.
Okay.
On the side of Pellegrino.
You
Thank
I'm listening, Grandma. You can tell.
Thank you very much. Thank you, sweetheart. Thank you. Oh, how cute, Rick.
Yeah.
Well, here's the health. Health, More important, go Browns, win the Super Bowl.
More important?
Well, no, health is more important. Health is the most important thing. If you have health,
You have wealth.
you have everything. You have wealth, is right. If you have health,
Good job.
you have wealth. You really do. Health is the most important thing. And dear God, I keep drinking and everything, I'll have my health.
You talk about that a lot. I think you do believe, and you might be onto something because you are such a lush.
I'm not a lush. This is good. Oh, this is a very good This is a very good Manhattan.
Grandma, come on. Professional.
Oh, my grandson Daniel is a very good bartender.
He's charging me enough.
This is what's great. Look at your both cousins.
I know. I love that
We
he
should
moved
have-
here. I love that he moved here. I miss being home. And when I went home for my birthday, I missed that everybody wasn't there. But I love having everybody nearby. I want everyone to move here.
Well, it's hard to drive here for me.
I know.
So for me, at home, I'm in and out the car all the time. So
Pull the mic. Let me do this for you. I got it. There you go. Don't even think about it. It's okay.
okay. So we were talking about Iris.
Yes, Iris, when you guys were little kids.
We were little kids. Iris was 3 years older, so maybe I was 5, she was 8. We'd stop in Cincinnati, then we hop on a train, and we go to visit, because my father's mother, we got her an apartment in Florida, and we go to visit her. And I had a toothache, and I didn't want to go to the dentist, so I made Iris come with me, and he examined Iris, and he almost pulled her tooth out instead. And I made my mother, it was around Easter, I made my mother go buy us big baskets of candy and bunnies and all kinds of stuff.
You know you were Jewish.
I was so spoiled. Oh, goodness.
Yeah, Grandma Esther had money.
I mean, we had a lot of fun.
Grandma did a lot of backdoor sketchy gambling halls, right?
Well, no. In Cleveland, they had unauthorized gambling. She went to poker places down below.
Dad tells me that it's like tough neighborhoods.
Well,
And like she was getting into like there, didn't you go to jail one time? Mm-hmm. Who had to bust her out of jail?
my husband, Benny, your grandfather.
What's that story?
Well, when she was caught, and she would always call Benny to get her out, and she'd say, Benny, I'm in trouble. They took me to jail and she was with, some of these guys were in the mafia. I forgot their names. I forgot their names.
Hi. Oh,
Hi.
Thank you.
sorry, I forgot.
It's okay, thanks. Hi. Go on.
All right. Anyway.
Would you hold them or put them off the rug? Go ahead.
Anyways,
Can I just have
I forgot his name. Anyways, and so Benny had to go and get her out.
How? What does that mean?
I think he got a lawyer. I don't know. He just got her out. He went wherever he was. I don't know, jail, and he paid money for her and got her out.
What was you and Grandpa? What was the story in Cuba when you had to sell?
Oh,
you had to
God, no. We went to Cuba with 3 other couples, and that was just when Castro was coming in. And we get off the plane, and your grandfather thought he was funny, so he would make jokes, and they put us in a separate room, and they searched us and all kinds of junk. We finally got released.
Search you for what? For like weapons or
Yeah,
drugs?
whatever they search you for then. This is, I was pregnant with Robert, so 63 years ago. 63 years ago. And then we went to the National Hotel, and
She can hear it. It's okay. I'm listening.
yes.
Thank you.
All right, you went to the National. She gave me $20.
Come on, you do know.
I don't know. I posted on Instagram that because I took the. Remember the video that you did?
Yeah.
That said coming because I have the bar and I told people where to come and
She didn't come. You know her.
I have no idea who that is.
He posted. You saw him post on Instagram.
I have no idea who that is. I know. She's beautiful.
I thought she was one of your girlfriends. Come on. She's beautiful.
I know.
He's not doing that well.
I should have said something.
Why don't you get her name?
I'm right now. I'm in a weird place with interviewing you, and I want to hear this story, and then someone walks in, and also she's gorgeous. What am I going to do? I don't know. Fuck, I should have said something.
Why don't you go get her? Danny,
Bring her on the podcast?
Danny, look out the window, see she left.
Okay, well, I have the curtains set.
Oh, God. I thought you knew her.
I don't know who that is. Anyway, what are you telling me?
Anyway, so Poppy would go. That was the funniest thing I ever saw. I mean, that was really. I thought you knew her. Are you certain?
I mean, she probably follows me on Instagram or something. I don't know who that. I've never met that person in my life.
How did she come in and just?
I put on Instagram.
I know, but you come in like. How do you walk into a house?
I don't know.
I guess I never
maybe
saw.
Maybe she knocked.
Maybe this
Maybe
I never.
didn't hear?
I never saw this before. All right, open house, come in. They can get. You know what? You got to be careful because they can. The liquor people can come to you. The liquor. Anyways, what were you saying?
Well, you were telling me about the pants in Cuba.
Oh, so we went to the National Hotel, and there was this funny man with us. His name was Maury Boudin.
Maury Boudin.
And then your grandfather, we rented a car, and of course they didn't speak English. So
Why, of course? Because it's Cuba, or is that a racist
Cuba,
thing?
no, Cuba. He didn't.
I never know when the older generation is being racist.
No, I'm not racist. Anyways, he was Cuban, and he didn't speak too much English. And your grandfather's trying to teach him English. And he would teach him eyes, nose, mouth, schmuck. I'll never forget his looks. and the driver would go around. When we get out of the car, he'd say schmuck.
But why would he say that? Why? That was just him saying yelling mouth.
I know, but he liked the word.
Yeah,
so
don't
then
blame him.
one of the guys, Maury Boudin,
So remind me, it's you, Grandpa, Maury Boudin.
Maury and Ruth Boudin, Shirley and Milt Lycan, and Ben and Lil Scheinberg. Everybody is dead but me and Shirley Lycan.
The greatest names.
I did only two alive.
Yeah, your memory's amazing.
But this was amazing because nobody would go there, and I was pregnant, as I told with
Lauren.
with Robert. With Robert.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, and they were standing in the streets with guns, and the driver said to Maury Boudin, "I love your pants. They were big, ugly pants, plaid pants." Maury Boudin took them off and gave it to him. He went around with his shorts. I mean, we had those days. You could do a lot of things. You can't do that.
What was the story you traveled when you met Frank Sinatra?
I went.
Also, how about Danny's $20 tip?
Well, Danny. I mean, I still don't believe this, Ricky.
I put it. I have no idea who that is. I put it on Instagram. Whatever. Then I know who gives a shit. I don't know who that is.
She was gorgeous.
I mean,
I thought she was somebody that you called in a model to come in and see. What were you talking about? Oh, Frank Sinatra. Well, I had seen Frank Sinatra in Vegas, and he was appearing at the Fontainebleau in Miami. And I said to the girls, "We've got to see him. I love Frank Sinatra." And at the time, of course, I was young, bright blonde hair and the whole thing.
How young?
And I don't remember.
You're married to Grandpa.
Yeah, I was great. We had to be in our late 20s, early 30s. And Grandma's friend, Morris Kleiman, lived in Florida, and he was connected with Vegas and everything, and he knew me well. So I called him up, and I asked him if he can get us into the Fontainebleau because they were sold out. And he said, "Gloria, there's no way." Mm-hmm. So we still went to the Fontainebleau, and they wouldn't let us in. We gave them money, everything. So about 6 or 7 gorgeous blonde girls come in, and they take me in with them. "Oh, you're Frank Sinatra's girlfriend?" I'm girls. I said, "Yeah." And they take me right in.
So you just went by yourself?
Well, no, I left the other girls. They only took me.
Right.
We sat in the front with about 20 bottles of whiskey.
You and a whole bunch of random girls.
Yeah. And we were drinking. But then I called my friends in, and they let the girls come in, and they were sitting on the steps in the back, and we watched the whole Frank
But
Sinatra.
you had the prime VIP
Oh,
seat.
yeah. He sat in my lap. I loved him. He sat in my lap. We had the most fun. Then after the thing was over, the girl says, "Come on, we're having a party up in the penthouse." And I remember Donna Rose says, "You're not going." And I did go, and I was glad because somebody fell out the window. They were drunk and got killed that night from the penthouse.
Kind of horror.
But it was fun. Those days you could do anything you wanted to do and have fun.
Real quick, is that why you told us to stay away from the railings?
What? Yeah, no, that's another story that I'm not telling. Yeah,
Yeah, Grandma, you're so sweet and cute and
cute and sweet.
well, I don't know you as the country club bitch that you probably were before I was born, but as a grandma, you're just loving and wanting everything to be careful. You also, and I know
careful.
I get this from, I know I get a lot of my neuroses from mom's side, Grandpa Sid.
Oh, really?
Yeah, well, he was autistic. But also on your side, you, and I know Grandma Esther, you're pretty...
Oh, yeah, superstitious.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And I've learned a few things that you've told me, no hats on the bed and some other stuff, that because of that, now I add those on. I have to carry those things. So I don't want people ever telling me any of their superstitions or compulsions or rituals, because then I sometimes start to do them. But sometimes it's a lot, right?
Well, sure. Like, I don't throw the newspaper away the same day I read it. I throw it the next morning.
Where do you think that started for you?
I don't know. I decided everything was running smoothly. Then that I don't want to spoil it, so I just.
So it comes from, like, you think things are good and you want to control making sure it stays that way. So here are your things. Were you like that as a kid? I ask you because sometimes this is invasive in my life. I am that way in a way that sometimes it's very difficult.
No, I wasn't that way. No, I think as you get older, you get a little more.
I've gotten better as I've aged.
Well,
How old were you when it started?
I don't know. I don't remember, Ricky.
Yeah.
I was just probably when the kids got older and you were out more. You know, my mother was very
Right.
when Daddy and Uncle Bob and Aunt Lauren used to go to camp, she would hide under the covers till they landed because she never flew in a plane. She would never fly in a plane. My father wanted her to go to New York. They would take the train because she wouldn't fly.
So she would be under the covers for 2 hours?
No, I know. When I say she would sort of stay in her bedroom and do anything just not to.
I remember you told me a story. So I did a Netflix movie, Futile and Stupid Gesture. It's with one of my comedy role models, David Wayne.
Yes.
I had him on the podcast. He's from Shaker Heights.
Right. I know his mother and father.
Yeah, so when I booked this movie, and he's been one of my favorites, I have him on my bulletin board for years of directors I want to work with. And then Dad told you that I booked this movie, and then you called me and you said
his mother, Nina Wayne.
you were friends with David Wayne's parents.
Oh, yeah. We used to play tennis together at Beachmont. And Nina Wayne and I were very close. She gave, I told you this, her 50th birthday, she gave a big party at her home, a pool party.
Mm-hmm.
And we were all there with everybody. And she got a phone call and she said, Gloria, it's for you. It was my mother. Don't go near the pool. I was 51 years old. She told me not to go near the pool. My mother was, she was a special, there was nobody like my mother. Never, ever, ever will be. Your mother knows that.
Everyone in the family, including my mom, tells me that.
there's
and
nobody.
I'm so
Iris
sad
said
that
the
I don't
same
remember
thing.
her.
Oh, you were a baby.
Yeah.
Used to go to her house. She used to rock you. She was an exception. There was nobody in the world like her. Nobody. There'll never be anybody like her.
Could you give me some reasons
She
why?
just was good. She didn't care about anything about herself as long as everybody had everything.
She wanted people to be happy.
Yep, always.
That's like you.
Yeah, a little bit.
With family, at
Oh,
least.
and family. Oh, my God, yes.
Yeah, I've heard some stories of you
Aye.
with people that aren't family that I don't want to say.
No. Never mind.
But sometimes Grandma will be telling a story and just so sweet, and we're just watching Shark Tank, and you love Shark Tank. I love watching Shark Tank with you. My grandma, whenever we're watching Shark Tank, she's seen all of them, and we rewatch them, so she knows what's happening, and your memory is unbelievable. She lips what's happening, and whenever somebody says, and for that reason I am out loud is when she goes, and I am out. And that's the only thing that you say out loud. You love Hershevak and you love Cuban the most, right?
I love Cuban.
And you also, and this, I couldn't disagree with you more. You're a big fan of Lori Greiner, aren't you?
Yeah. I like her. And I like them all.
I don't like how Lori will, when somebody was like, you got to tell me yes or no, and she goes, hold on a second, let me speak.
She's very,
and then she speaks and is a long-winded answer about why she's not going to make an offer. And then they're like, and I'm out already. And she blows it for him.
I know.
And for that reason, on Lori Greiner, Danny,
I'm out.
I'm out.
Mark Cuban is very smart. I mean, I follow him on Instagram, and he has some great sayings. I liked some of the things he
Tell me
says.
something that you
I
like.
don't remember. I haven't.
We'll pull him up.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get him on the podcast.
But not
He
Lori
is
Greiner.
brilliant. He is a brilliant man. I like the way he thinks. I like what I don't care
Listen.
in basketball court that he gets fined because I like what he says. He's outspoken. He's like my Baker. Baker Mayfield is so outspoken. I love him.
You love the Browns, man.
Oh, my
I called you last night to set this up
Oh, I
and to
couldn't.
make sure. And you said I can't talk to you. And then you go run the fucking ball, run the fucking ball.
Just for context, it's a practice game. It doesn't
Yeah,
count. This
it was
is
a practice game,
that
but I
doesn't
was a
matter.
nervous wreck. Your Aunt Lauren said, I can't believe it. I was in the background. I was swearing. And they didn't look so good. The defense looked great last night, Danny.
But like the game means nothing.
I know, but the
But
defense.
you took Matt when he was what, 4 or 5?
Three.
3?
Oh, what I taught Matt. He
Yeah,
learned
you took him
words.
to the game.
I taught Matt words. He came home one day. Well, first of all, he was there when Terry Bradshaw, you know how long ago that is, was the quarterback for Pittsburgh. And I hated him. And he threw a touchdown. I can't.
It's okay.
And I said, I hope he has diarrhea all over the field.
That's what you couldn't say?
Oh, I was so mad at him. And then I said a few other effing words and came home, and your grandfather was there, your daddy, your mother. And Matt says, oh, boy, Grandma taught me some nice words today. And your grandfather says, what? And he says, fuck.
At 3?
Yeah.
For
And you're-
context, I'm going to put up a couple of clips because Grandma's saying, oh, I can't say diarrhea in the effing. But then cut to her watching the game.
Hold him. Get out! Get the fucker! Yes! Yahoo! We got the ball! We got the ball! We got the ball! We got the ball! Yahoo! Danila! Oh, yes, these tush.
And we're back. Oh, Ricola. Ricola, boom. I remember you at your basketball games when I would stand up and say, Ricola, boom.
So I didn't get in much. I started playing basketball in 10th grade, and I never really got to play.
So
And it
what? But you did get in.
I got in. It was fantastic.
Yeah.
But it was, what was known as a scrub time, and you only get in at the very end when you're winning by a lot. And Grandma would be you have all the students on one side, and then the parents usually on the other, and Grandma's on the parents' side, and she would go Ricola, boom, and then everyone would start
Yeah.
Ricola. No one knows what that means. I don't know what Ricola boom means.
It's just something. It's my little favorite for Ricola.
So I still have some, they're not even friends, just acquaintances from high school on social media. Well, they'll message me every now and then, and they'll just write Ricola boom.
You know, your father was a great basketball player in
No,
Orange.
still is.
Yes.
Played horse with him the other day.
He had a certain amount of, he made about 30 fouls on a.
It was 17. He made 17 foul shots in a row.
And
in
he
one
was
game.
going for the 18th, and I don't know, something happened, and your grandfather yelled out, hope you swallow your damn whistle to the referee.
And he missed.
And no, something happened that we missed anyways, but oh my God. And they looked at your grandfather was thrown out. And then your father was thrown out one of your games.
I was at that game.
Yes. Yeah. Wycliffe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, great
I was
Glassman.
always so, Grandma, I just started playing basketball. I had just gotten back from my special school that I was at, and I wanted to bring myself back into this world of public school. And I was embarrassed to tell people where I was. And then Tim Gilmore, shout out to Tim Gilmore, got me into playing basketball because I had played at the special school for a little bit. And I tried out and I made the team, and I just want to be I just want to not be the weird guy for a minute and just not stand out like that. And my family would come to the basketball games, and I literally was the only person. I remember in JV, the first year, they didn't even give me an away jersey because they didn't have enough. I just sat on the bench in my clothes. I didn't play. And my family is the only one that's. I remember Matt came behind a bench one time in a game and said, "Put in Rick." It's like, oh my God, you can't do this stuff to me. You can't do this stuff to me because I look bad in front of the. I don't want. It's, everything I do, I get kicked out of. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. I can't have my family coming around. And then there was the Wycliffe game. I think Dad and Uncle Bob both got kicked out.
Oh.
Whatever they were yelling, and it's just like, oh no, you guys are so crazy with sports.
We are. We're very. I would never like anybody that didn't like sports. I mean, when I met your grandfather.
He's not like you though.
No. He would, well, you know that. He would go upstairs and I'd go downstairs and watch the Browns game. We were friends with Art Modell, who used to own the Browns.
Yeah, how are you friends with Art Modell?
Well, Daddy met him before he bought the Browns. I mean, Poppy. And he brought him over. He used to be at my house a lot of times.
Yeah, before you guys were right.
And
then you hated him.
Well, Pat and Art were she got a gorgeous party out of her home in Kirtland. and Benny, Grandpa was a great dancer. And
Really?
Really?
Super.
That's the first.
Oh.
Did he take dance
I've
classes?
No, he was just great. He and your Aunt Lauren, when they went to Florence Shapiro, one of the best
Oh, the
father.
mother, Danny.
You don't need any more.
Okay.
Anyway, he and your Aunt Lauren won the best father-daughter dance contest.
Lauren danced?
Lauren and Grandpa, they had Florence Shapiro was the place to go if you were young. Your father went, Uncle Bob went, and I don't think they have it anymore, but they have dancing classes. But anyways, yeah, he danced with Pat Modell, and she just loved dance. They were great. He jitterbugged. Oh,
What is the jitterbug?
jitterbug.
Is it this?
Jitterbug is jitterbug. I can't tell you. Oh no, that's
That's the twist?
yeah.
Well, show me.
No, I'm not getting it. But
Look it
jitterbug,
up.
I can't. The jitterbug is.
We'll put up a video of the jitterbug.
Here, there, and everywhere.
Anyways, but Pat used to shop in my store.
I have to go potty.
Oh, well, go.
I'll just turn it. I'm going to stop it here.
I can't get over that girl. I mean, seriously, you didn't know her?
Grandma, you think I know girls that look like that?
Oh my! Where'd she?
Oh my God.
Who's this?
Jesus.
Oh, hey, got a margarita?
Yeah, I could get that going for you.
How's the action tonight?
Oh, not too bad.
Hi.
What's up?
You need something, Dan? Can I get it for you?
You're good.
Oh.
Figure this out.
What? Yeah, cool shirt, man.
Thanks, bro. Cool adults.
Oh, right on. Yeah.
Rocking the shit out of that white beat.
It's just Amazon, you know.
Boy, do I.
You live around the neighborhood?
Yeah, I'm around here sometimes.
Oh.
Yeah. It's a good spot.
Here, yeah.
Yeah.
Very good.
You live around here?
No, I'm from Cleveland.
Cool.
Yeah, it is a cool place. You working right Dan?
Take a margarita glass one in?
Yep.
Fine?
Please. Oh,
Oh, thanks, bro.
right on, brother.
Thanks, man.
Keep the party going.
Thanks, bro.
Keep it going, bud.
Oh, what's up, man? Oh, it's raging out there.
It's what? It's what?
It's raging out there.
That's so fucking weird.
That's so fucking
He was so stoned. You can't do this because you're going to get somebody bad in here. I wouldn't do this anymore, honest to God.
Was there a problem? I'll take it down. Was there a problem? What happened?
I'm going to the bathroom.
Oh my God.
It's just
What?
not-
What happened?
He walked in here and he said, cool, where are you from? And
Yeah, but he was hot.
he was,
Danny.
he was so happy. He had so much crap in him, marijuana and crap or cocaine. He had so much stuff in him, he didn't know what the hell he was doing. His eyes. Did you see his eyes?
Like I was too busy looking at his belts.
What did he give you? How much did he give you?
He gave me like $3.
Huh?
He gave me like $3.
I mean,
Wait, hold on. What happened?
he came in here. I saw him walk in here, and I thought, he was.
Talking to the thing.
He came in, and he was with white overalls with his shoes off. He took his shoes off.
I said, yeah, because people know it's called that.
Yeah, and he said, "Can I have a margarita?" And
And you made him a margarita?
Yes.
Yeah, I had the. You told me to have the blender out just in case.
Should I say no guys or something?
You know what? You might get somebody bad. I'm surprised they get him in the building. How can you get in the building?
The buzzer thing that is broken.
Because my building, you couldn't get in. Nobody can get in my building.
Well, the only 2 people that have walked in so far have been really hot.
Well,
Like-
he wasn't.
He was strong.
He was drunk. He was
was
on
drunk?
something.
I don't think he was drunk, Grandma. He was just.
He-
He just.
Where are
was in
you
the-
from?
he
I
was-
said, where? I said to him, where are you from? I'm around here. I said, around here? Are you from around here? He said, yeah, a little bit. Where are you from? I said, I'm from Cleveland. He said, cool. 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 You're cool. You're cool. You're cool. These crazy nuts here. Oh my God.
It's the valley. It's
Yeah, I know.
fine
It's
here.
only
But-
like my shirt.
Oh yeah. Oh well then, show Cheetah to that camera, would you? We got take your shoes off shirts. I'm selling for $30. Grandma, do you think you'd like one?
Sure.
If I got you one, would you wear it?
Yeah.
You work. Look to camera and say you could get them at rickglassman.com. Say you like that take your shoes off shirt. Well, check them out. You could buy them at rickglassman.com.
You can buy it at rickglassman.com. And don't forget to buy it because they're beautiful.
Good, but say do you like to take your shoes off shirt? Well, guess what? You could buy it at.
You'd like to have your... Wait, what do I
You like the take your shoes off t-shirt? Well, great. You could buy them at rickglassman.com and then add something.
If you like your Take Your Shoes Off t-shirt, buy them at rickglassman.com. I'm having one. I'm going to wear it to the Browns game with the Browns shirt on the other side.
What do you mean on the other side?
Backwards.
What does that mean? You're gonna cover my shirt?
No, I'll wear it. I'll take half off.
What do you mean you'll take half off? That's what,
No.
All right, you can go take your dump.
Oh, no.
Oh,
Oh, my God.
wow, that's funny.
Ricky? Oh, is that it?
He's going. He wanted to get Lauren.
I wonder how he folds his towels. His towels are so beautifully
Tell,
folded.
tell him that.
Ricky, who folds your towels?
Me?
They're gorgeous.
Yeah?
Oh, I love the way you fold them. I love that because I do that. That's great.
Thank you.
That's like neat and nice.
This is gonna be a little corny, but you spend your time in your house. Make it
Right.
nice.
But you learn those things. You learn how to be because your mother is very neat and organized.
Sure.
And I've always been neat and organized.
Yep.
And I always like the better things. Remember?
Yeah, you like the better things. You don't like the not good things. You don't like the Macy's. You like Tiffany's.
Yep.
You want another drink?
No,
Blue
thank you.
cheese olives.
Very good though. You made an excellent man.
Yeah, you really did. This is great. I almost never drink. I do it every now and then, and every time I drink, I think to myself, why don't I do this more often? It feels so nice.
That's the problem. It feels so nice. That's the problem. It does. It feels too nice. Like Rich said to me.
Are you calling Rich Eisen Rich?
Yeah, he said to me something when I was watching something about the Browns. He said, "Well, these days drink less now that the Browns are good." I said, "No, I drink more."
How many drinks do you have during a Browns game?
Maybe two.
So you're so superstitious. When I say this, Danny, just say how superstitious are you? Do you want me to get you something else? Are you okay?
No, I'm fine.
I'm gonna say how superstitious is she? Grandma, you're so superstitious.
How superstitious is she?
It's a tough thing to say. How
is so
superstitious
tough.
is she?
How
Yeah,
superstitious
but could you? I'm going to ask you even for more. Could you project a little bit?
Yeah.
Okay, Grandma, you're so
Yeah. Yes.
good. Saying we're back.
And we're back.
Grandma, you are so superstitious.
How superstitious is she?
Grandma's so superstitious that during the Cavs and the Browns games, Indians as well, when the game's close, she goes into the closet.
Go into the closet. I close the door, and I'll open a little bit. And if Robert's there in the Browns game, he'll tell me if it's, never mind, you don't have to come out, or you can come out. I can't stand watching it. If they're losing, I get horrible.
Yeah, and you talked about that on Rich Eisen. Maybe we'll cut to a clip. You know what? I spend so much time editing this thing. I don't want to cut to clips. I don't want to do anything. So we're probably not going to cut to a clip.
Okay.
If you want to, Google search it. Isn't that right, Grandma? I'm going to tell Lauren to come over when she's done.
I wonder if the Dodgers are winning.
We'll cut to a clip.
They're playing a big game tonight. They got killed last night. Yes, Ricola. Don't fall asleep on me.
Grandma.
Yes, darling.
Danny is your youngest grandchild.
Mm-hmm.
Matt is your oldest.
Matthew Joseph Glassman.
Did you feel different as a grandma throughout the process of 6 different kids?
It's a good question, Ricky. Very good question. Actually, no, because each one... You and Matthew were born first. No, yeah, you and Matthew were born first, and then, of course, Miranda came, my first girl.
Mm-hmm. So number one.
Well,
she's the favorite. She's my favorite.
She's got it. She's.
We'll throw up Miranda's Instagram here. The nicest, and she's so funny. Just it's weird how amazing of a person she is. Beautiful. Oh, I gotta talk about Annabella. Annabella is so beautiful and so funny and so amazing as well.
Annabella's. No, shut, Ricky. Don't do this. Got to do something about Annabelle. Annabelle looks great.
She does. One thing I will tell you about Annabella, she's looked better than she's ever looked.
Oh, she looks gorgeous now. She's exquisite.
Yeah.
Very pretty. Mm-hmm. She's so good at organizing that everything is so perfect.
Well, tell me about the grandkids. And yes, we'll put up Annabella's Instagram. We love Annabella so much.
Annabella, and there's Ariella.
Yep.
The mama.
Yep.
And now there's Nikki.
Yep, there it is. But what I'm asking you, Grandma,
yes,
is when Matt, me, Miranda, Annabella, Ari, Danny are born.
Yes.
What is by what grandkid are you thinking? Oh, I'm a grandma now, and and what are the different feelings you have?
First one, Matthew was my firstborn.
Yeah.
And I remember when he was born and he came out, we were at the hospital, and your mother yelled, "Oh my God, he looks just like Benny."
He still does.
Yeah.
We'll put up a side by side.
And he acts. He is the spitting image.
Yeah.
He is so Benny that it's unbelievable. He is, and he has a picture of him in the restaurant too, in the Greyhound.
Yeah.
Which I love because I can't wait to go.
I'm still upset that I didn't flirt with that girl.
I can't believe it. You should. You know what you should have? A thing. Put their names down.
A sign-in sheet. I don't know how people.
You didn't expect people to show up.
I'm going to the next girl or guy that comes in. I'm going to flirt with. No, but that's a good idea.
Get a sign-in sheet because my God.
What is she going to do? Put her email address down?
No.
Who signs in when they go into a place for a drink? Imagine going to a bar. You going to give your phone number?
No. Wait a minute. I can't believe that. When this guy walked in, I looked at Danny. I thought, Jesus Christ, what the fuck is going on here? I mean, he walked right over us.
Yeah, it's social media is so interactive now, and that's what this podcast is. And people will write questions in, and we talk about stuff, and they comment.
Wait till I tell your father this. I'm sitting here. I can't believe it.
Also, I guess it's a weekend, but it's 3 p.m.
Oh, I have Cleveland time, 5 after 6.
5 after 6?
In Cleveland.
Yes.
Pretty soon the Indians will be on.
Yeah.
And what else? What can I tell you that's interesting?
Yeah, I want to know about what's so funny to me about you is how you are the sweetest, most loving person.
Oh, not all times.
Exactly. Yeah, and I want to hear about that other stuff about Grandma. Sometimes
I hit Iris over the head with a 5-pound box of candy.
Go on.
Because
I don't know if that's juicy enough, but give me an elevator pitch.
We were going to Toronto, and I couldn't get my way.
What is your way? What did you want?
I wanted something. I wanted my mother to do something. She wouldn't do it. So I got mad and I hit Iris instead. I hit Iris in the head with a 5.
Why you have 5 pounds of candy?
Hi.
Hi, guys. This is real.
How are you?
Hi, I heard there was a full bar, so I came over.
Oh, of course there's a bar, honey. How are you?
I'm great. Hi, Rick.
Hey.
What's your name?
Perfect. I'm Kirsten.
Hey, Kirsten.
Oh, you're very cute.
Can I get a, what can I tequila soda?
This is some podcast I'm going through here now.
Will you put those? I'm sorry. We put those on the
Yes.
not on the rug part on the. Thanks.
Of course.
You mind if it's in a margarita glass?
Better.
What were you saying? What were you talking about?
I said, this is really a very interesting podcast I'm doing here with Rick Glassman.
But what were you saying about Iris?
So Iris was not, I was not behaving, and I got mad and I hit Iris.
So you think I'm a good grandson, right?
Yeah, very good.
Make a good husband.
Very good. If you're like your father, you'll make a wonderful husband.
Yeah. My dad is a wonderful husband.
Perfect. So
Yeah.
friends in the family.
Yeah.
We're doing a little podcast here, as you know.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
No, that's all right. No, you can come in.
No, it's I put the thing on Instagram because it's expensive, and I thought maybe people come in and
Yes,
Danny.
please.
I didn't realize so many people would actually
You'd be
come.
surprised if people are coming in.
Well,
Is that
free
funny?
bar.
Yeah.
Plus, Rick Glassman is hosting it.
I'm gonna walk around. I'll take it off. I'm gonna walk around. Can I walk you out?
Okay, yeah, perfect.
Okay. I'll be right back.
Well,
Just walk around. Don't leave me here, though.
I won't. Just give me a minute.
Well, it was nice seeing you.
Do you know my grandma? Have you seen my grandma on Instagram?
yeah, she's like famous.
Oh, why am I famous?
Aren't you like the football?
I put.
Yeah.
I posted all the Rich
Why, you like football?
Yeah.
You do?
Not as much as you. You're amazing.
Who do you like in football? The Rams?
No, I'm from San Francisco.
Oh, well, they're good. They're very good. They got a handsome quarterback.
Oh.
Not a good one, but he's handsome.
Well, I'm not a
You're-
handsome man, but I'm a fantastic thrower. I'm sorry if I'm touching your. But my grandma's always thought I was funny. Right? You didn't. Yeah.
Do you live around here?
Yeah. Where do you live?
No, I live on the other side of town.
Really? What are you doing over here?
This.
Come on. Well,
Well, what? Tell her.
make yourself comfortable. It's very nice.
Well, I
Well,
yeah. Let me maybe I could walk you out. I'll get your number, and we'll talk about it later. But I'll finish with Grandma.
Okay.
okay.
Great.
It was so nice to meet you.
It was nice to meet you. Very nice.
I'll be right back, Grandma. San Francisco.
Danny, this is something. Danny, did she leave you anything?
Yeah, of course.
Oh my God.
You made a nice little killing today.
I mean, can you believe this? Ricky, I gotta call your father.
Call him.
Okay.
I don't believe this. I mean, I can't even believe this.
Put it on speakerphone now.
What do you mean? I don't know how to put it on.
Here, I'll call him. Here, I'll give it to you.
Okay. I mean, this is unbelievable.
She's stunning.
Huh?
Stunning.
Oh, she's
Tall. She's like
Yeah.
6 foot.
Wait a minute. Is she a basketball player? How'd she know me?
She follows my Instagram.
But
I'm gonna.
Hello?
Stephen,
Yes, Mom?
if you can't even believe this, I mean, you cannot. I don't know if you're.
Let me tell him. I don't know if you
Yeah.
saw my Insta story, but I posted on my Insta story that I'm having this. I posted on my Insta story that I have this open bar, and people want to come.
You sent me the clip. personally.
Yeah. So people have been coming.
I can't believe you should see. And two girls walked.
But are you done with it?
No,
No.
we're still on the podcast.
Stephen, two girls. Wait a minute, it's not funny. Two girls walked in here like they were prettier than any movie star I've ever seen. Wait a minute, and one of them gave Danny $20 tip. And the other, and this one that just walked in, she says, "Oh, I know you. You're famous." I said, "Me? Oh, you talk about football."
What do you have, two beautiful models?
Yeah, I don't know who the first one walked in here. I didn't know he did this.
Dad, we don't know. I just posted it kind of like being silly.
Oh,
I didn't think
weird.
anyone would come. And people, I don't know who they are.
No.
Are walking in
the door.
And one guy came in.
Wait a minute. This one guy comes in. If he wasn't stoned, I'm not Gloria. He came in so stoned with white overalls on, and he said to Danny, Danny's here.
Right.
With a big T-shirt on, with a bow tie. He is unbelievable.
A take your shoes off T-shirt that you
Yeah.
can get at rickglassman.com.
And he comes in. This guy comes in.
People are knocking at your door to
They
come
don't. They
to
just
Gloria?
because the buzzer's broken. They're just walking in.
Walking in. Wait a minute. And they walk in the door, and he says, I heard there's a drink. And he comes in the bar. This guy comes in, and I said to him, and he look. I think they're crazy. They walk in. I thought Ricky invited them.
Do they know about her? Or they just doing it for the hell of it?
The last girl who I got her phone number, by the way, who's absolutely stunning.
Oh, gorgeous.
Said that she knows Grandma. That she said that Grandma's famous from the. She's just seen all the Rich Eisen videos.
Oh my God! It's just she came. Oh, that's so funny.
But you had Debbie and Stevie. You
know where she lives. He lives.
on the other side of town, she said. And she's from San Francisco, because I says, do you follow the Bronx? She's, no, I'm from San Francisco. But Stevie, they walk in here. I thought, I said, Ricky, who is this? He said, I don't know. I said, what do you mean you don't know?
And you have all this on podcast?
Yeah, we're still recording. I just want to wrap this up. She just wanted to call you, and I thought that would be fun to call in here.
Ricky, Mommy wants to know how these people know your address.
I put it on an Insta
You
story.
should.
Yeah, I won't do that anymore. But let me call you guys when it's done.
All right, have fun. Call me later.
All right, love you. Bye.
You know what? Don't
You're
go
right.
there. No.
You absolutely. You know what?
God forbid. You're
never know.
in
You don't
trouble.
know. You never know.
Please. Cancel it now.
Okay, I'll take it down.
Yeah. Because that's not good.
I think we can wrap it up. This was fun. That is very
Did
strange.
you get enough information? Oh, good.
Yeah. To wrap it up.
Yes.
I just want to say thank you so much for coming, because when you come here, you stay at Lauren's. It's on the other side of the hill. I know it's a pain in the ass to get here, and you were doing me a favor, and I've been I'm loving this podcast. I've had people on that are literally role models of mine. It's been so cool to have them in my living room, and I'm so proud of you. I mean, I look cool when I post videos of you on my Instagram. I get so many laughs from your stuff. I legitimately wanted to show you off. So on this
Thank you.
podcast, while you were in town, I wanted to make sure we got it. And this was, I had Danny come do that's fucking crazy that the people came in like that.
Dan looks so gorgeous.
I know.
He's such a handsome little boy.
But it was very cool because I know that, this isn't your thing. And this was fun. And
I enjoyed it, Ricola.
you had some good stories. For those of you watching, thank you so much. I hope you all enjoyed it. I'm still trying to figure out how to do this interview thing. And I felt really, really good about it. So we'll edit it up and we'll post it and make sure that you click like and subscribe. I don't like the way I ended it that way. Let me try it different. You know what? Can I have you just look to that camera and say, let me frame it a little different. Something like this. You can make it your own, but something like this. Compliment me about my personality, my looks, how good of a person I am, all of the above, whatever. Just how nice the place looks, my towels. Remember, just say nice stuff and say, and I'm so glad that I was able to come on, take your shoes off, and thanks for letting me keep my shoes on. I'm Grandma Gloria, and then do some good, have a good night, or something like that.
First of all, I want to thank Ricky for inviting me, my wonderful, wonderful grandson, who is very funny, very handsome, and very, very thoughtful. He is a great boy. I want to thank him for coming here. I'm so proud to be here.
Try to do it without laughing. Try to do it without laughing. Just one take. Do it from the beginning. Do it from the beginning, and just because I just want to use this take, and just you're proud to be here. And
I'm very proud and very happy to be here. I'm very proud of my grandson, Ricky, who is quite handsome and quite funny. Very funny, and I'm really very proud of him. And he's so organized. His house looks so gorgeous in the bathroom, and
Oh, you have to say, and thank you for watching. Take your shoes
And-
off and have a good night.
thank you for watching Shoes Off, which I was able to keep mine on because I'm very special, and have a wonderful, wonderful night. Go Browns!
And go like this. Scoop. Thank you, Grandma. That was fantastic. Oh, thank you so much.
Fuck me, Joe. Fuck me. Fuck me.
Scoop D. Oh yeah.
Fuck me.
Fuck me.